Hi, it's me again. Let's go outside and plant some garlic. It's October 10th of 2023 and my goal is to see if I can overwinter some garlic and some onions, and I just got in my garlic from Epic Gardening and Botanical Interest. So let's go outside and get set up and see if I can grow garlic. It's going to be a while and I hope I remember to finish this video. See you outside. Alrighty, I'm gonna work on getting some of this garlic in the ground. There's my onion bed over there. I'm gonna overwinter my onions, and this is the first time I'm doing any of this. So again, right now this is not a how-to video. This is just a video of what I'm doing. And I hope I'm doing it right. I've got two different varieties of garlic that I got from Botanical Interests and Epic Gardening. This first one I'm gonna plant is Spanish Roja. These are hard neck varieties because I want to get the garlic scapes on there. And I noticed I was doing my best to be very, very careful because I know you're supposed to leave the papers on each one of the garlic cloves. But on my Spanish Roja, the two biggest cloves, the paper just came off. I'm going to plant them anyway. Not sure if they'll work, because the paper actually protects them from all the microbes and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really expecting these two to grow. So it is what it is, and we'll see. Oh, and I forgot something. Let me run in the house and get my blood meal. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. And from everything that I have read and the videos I've watched, it says that garlic likes nitrogen. So I went to Lowe's and I bought some blood meal, and I'm gonna put a scoop of blood meal in each hole, and we're gonna see how that works. So I'll get out my cloves here, and I think I'm supposed to do them about 6 inches apart. I'm gonna put these on each end, so I'll kind of know. And so I'm gonna kind of lay them out. I think I'm gonna put them a little closer together so I can get all of these. 4 to 6 inches is, I think, what they said. And of course you're supposed to use the biggest cloves that you've got, because they will usually make the bigger heads. Like I said, two of my biggest cloves, the papers came off. And you'll notice when you're taking them apart, there's a root end and there's a pointy end. When I put them down in there, I'm gonna put them like that. So, get out my second. I only got one head of the Spanish Roja, and I got 3 heads of the Chestnut Red. I'm gonna put over there. On the other end of my bed here, I'm trying to grow some spinach, which has come up, it's looking good, and some rapini, trying to get that in before we get the frost, so hopefully that'll work. But anyway, let me get these all laid out and we'll work on putting it in. I'll be right back. Okay, I have them all laid out and where I'm going to plant them. I ended up having 40 cloves, and however, I've got a few ones that are kind of on the small side, and if I had a whole bunch of them, I would be picking out just the very biggest cloves and only planting those. But since this is my first time, I want to give myself the best chance I can get. And I want to grow anything. Doesn't matter, anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just my finger because I don't have anything else, and I'm going to make a hole. And I'm going to put, I think, a teaspoon of the blood meal in each one of the holes, and then I'll just cover them up I don't want to plant them too deep because they need to be closer to the top. And after I get all of that done, I will end up getting some straw and putting straw over both of these beds to help them overwinter. That's my onions, and I started those from seeds. And before I put the straw on those, I think it said to like give them a haircut. So I'll cut the greens down to about 5 inches tall and then put the straw on there. So give me a minute and I'm gonna get these into the ground. Like I said, in some of the videos that I watched, it said that the point might need to just barely stick out. So we're gonna work on that and see how it works. And I'm gonna hopefully have garlic. I'm not too hopeful about the two on the end though, because they lost their papers. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off the camera right now, get the rest of these in, and then you can see it when I'm done. You can see I now have all the garlic in, and I'm just gonna do a little covering up. I've been told that it's okay for some of the little points to stick out, but we want to get them covered up. And then I think I'm gonna run to Lowe's and go ahead and go get some straw and go ahead and get them bedded down. I'm gonna water it a little bit before I go to Lowe's, and then I'll water it after I put the straw on it. So as for October 10th of 2023, this is what I've done to plant my garlic. And I'll have to wait until spring to see if it's doing anything, and summer to see if I have any garlic. Same with the onions. So you'll see this again if I remember to make the video, and I'll try to update during the year if I remember to. ADD's fun. Alrighty, be back in just a second with hopefully what's going on in the winter. Bye. Hey everybody, it is October 23rd, so almost 2 full weeks since planting my garlic, and I took the straw off of it. You can see I'm getting sprouts from nearly every one of my chestnut reds. This first row here, where nothing seems to be coming up, is my Spanish Roja. I don't know why. The one right here was one of the big ones that the papers came off of, and twice it has pushed up through the, when I check on it, it pushed up through the dirt and came to the top. And I've pushed it back down in there a couple of times. You see it right there. It's not really doing anything, but it had some roots. So my Spanish Roja may not work. I have put down some blood meal to give them all some nitrogen, which are supposed to like that. I also did that on my onions down there, and they're looking good. I did find there was a hole in the dirt. I think I had a mole get in there. I've got moles in my yard all over the place. And I think my next bed, I'm going to put down a layer of chicken wire, then put down cardboard, then put my raised bed on top of that to try to keep the moles out of it. I know they can come out of the ground and go over the top, but I'll try to do anything. And as you see over there, I have some spinach coming up. The broccolini is not doing very well at all, but I don't know, maybe I'll have some spinach before it gets too cold. But right now I'm going to layer my straw back on top of this. Well, first I'm going to water the bone meal in, or the blood meal. That's blood meal. I'm going to water that in, and I'm going to put straw back on top of this, and then I'll water that, and straw will go on it later. And then there's my little greenhouse, and we're going to hope that stays up together. And I also have some raised beds over there. They did not do very well at all. I'm gonna have to figure out what I did with them, except my strawberries. The strawberries are there, and I now started with one pot, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pots of strawberry. I didn't get many berries off of them, but that's the update for now, and I'll update you again later. Thanks for watching. Today is January 25th of 2024, or is it the 26th? I've been off for 2 days, I forget. But I want to show you how these are going so far. Let's start with the garlic. Seems to be doing pretty good, and I'm zone, I think, 7A in South Central Kentucky. Now this is my spinach. They're not really growing, but they're not dying. And here, like a week and a half ago, we had a lot of snow and temperatures down to 10 degrees. But I will see that the greens in the morning will be laid over and like they're dead. And then by the afternoon, they're standing back up. So hopefully my garlic will be good. I'm excited for that. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it's gonna go. But let's turn to this one. This, I'm gonna say, was my onions, and I was trying to overwinter them, and they had their green up. They looked really pretty, and they were coming up, and I was told, or I saw somewhere, that I needed to cover them for winter, and I did that. And I came out here, and of course all the greens had died, but started looking to see if I could find any of the onions, and I think I've killed them all. So, oh wait, there's one. Still have some green. We're gonna put it back. But for all the rest of them, I've dug in here a couple of times in a couple of different places, and I don't have any onions. So, but again, I'm just going to let it be, and we will wait till spring and find out what's going on. But there's the update, and hopefully I can update you again later and have something better. Thanks. Hello everyone. It is a rainy April 11th here in my zone, and there's the beautiful looking garlic is coming up, and I did plant forks in there, but it's not keeping the cat away. Here's the spinach that I planted last year and was gonna have a fall harvest, and it never did anything, but I let it stay over the winter, and there it goes. But let me show you my onions. Yeah, that's the onions. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have one, maybe. But anyway, we'll take you on through until I can get some harvest on this beautiful garlic. I can't wait. All right, today is June 4th, and I guess my garlic's ready. It did go to scapes, and I cut the scapes off of it. And from all the videos I've seen, when the leaves start dying, like these, it's time to get them up. So this is my first experiment. Let's see how it goes. That's a pretty good size one. We're gonna get a bunch of them up already. That's a pretty good size one. Let's go. That one didn't do good. Some of them look like they're better than others and bigger than others. Oh, that one's a good one. Look how big that one is. All right, I'm gonna get these pulled up and then I'll get back with you in just a moment. This is all the garlic I just harvested. Some of them kind of aren't messed up like that. Some of them I've got some really nice specimens. I can't wait. But I wanted to show you this one right here. This was one of the Spanish Roja that I had planted on the end. The paper had come off of it. I thought it was gonna rot, but it didn't. The other one came up too. So I think I've had a pretty good harvest of my garlic. I've got a few more of the Spanish Rojas to get. And as I showed you, my onions didn't do anything. I planted over them. And hold on a minute and I'll take you over here and let you see my spinach. Be right back. Here's my spinach. The spinach has kind of stopped spinaching, I guess. I'm just gonna let it grow, maybe get some seed out of it, maybe not. But I ate a lot of that spinach, so I was pretty happy with it. And then I've got some broccolini. Still not sure about what to do with that, but we'll be pulling up those garlic as soon as they get ready. And right now, I'm gonna go get this other into my laundry room, which is the warmest room in my house, and let it dry out for 2 weeks, and then we'll see what it looks like there. I've decided I'm gonna go ahead and take up these Spanish Roja because I'm gonna use this part over here and plant some seeds for flowers for my granddaughter. So I'm gonna get these up and then I'll lay them out and we can look at them. This one right here was one of them that when I planted it, the paper had come off the garlic, so I thought it was gonna die. And the one at the other end I showed you just a little while ago, and it worked. So I know this one is a tiny one, but let me get these up and I'll show you what they look like. All right, here's my Spanish Roja. They did pretty good. I had this one tiny, this one really small, and this one had lots and lots of roots. So my Spanish Roja didn't get quite as big as the other one. I forgot the name of it. You can go back to the front of this video and see. But these aren't so bad. Now, I learned from my last ones, I am not going to wash these off, and I did wait till the ground was a little bit drier because I got a little mold on my other ones. But here's a secret. I put them on a rack in my clothes dryer on extra low heat for 30 minutes, and it dried them out really good and no more mold is growing on them. I don't recommend doing that, but I did it. So this is my Spanish Roja and I'm gonna get it drying. And I think I did pretty good for my very first garlic. So, oh, and today is June 8th and the end of my garlic harvest. So I hope this helped you. This is not a how-to because I made plenty of mistakes, but it's what I did and I have garlic. I'm glad you watched and thank you very much. And again, I'm gonna show you my potato plant. Thanks for watching. Have a good one and we'll see you next time on One Woman Show because I don't know what I'm gonna do.